now rocking with the Bar Critic Show on Non-Fiction Radio. Gotta love it. Yeah. You now rocking with the best. You know it's way better than the rest. Repeat that and say it with your chest. Broadway, you know I got the crazy flow. And I brought the bars to the Bar Critic Show on Non-Fiction Radio. You gotta love it. How we going straight to the top, nothing above it. I'm a monster, so of course, shout out the monster.
So we was gonna talk about Young X versus St. Mike.
Okay, we can do that. Young X versus St. Mike. And I like that. That's a PG battle. You know what I mean? Shout out to the PGs, you know what I mean? Oh, speaking of PGs, I want to shout out to the PG bloggers, man. They be holding me down out there. Yo, definitely mess with them heavy, you know what I mean? 7, Mighty Flow. Oh, it's too many, man. Polo, you know what I mean? Sincere, everybody, man. They be definitely holding the Bar Critic Show down, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Yeah. That was a dope PG battle. I watched it last minute. I kept seeing it, and I was like, yo, why do I keep seeing this battle? You know what I mean? I said it must be meant for me to watch it. And I watched it, and personally, I felt like it has hella potential. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like these dudes is dope. Especially the dude X, Young X, he I felt like he was being himself. Originality, I definitely give him. Yeah. You just gotta, all you gotta do is curve some of his edges in a little bit, get well rounded, that boy won't be a problem, man. And definitely shout out to Abo and them, the boy St. Mike, he was doing his thing too, man. But I want to go straight raw to the hardest person I know to impress. And ask you, what did you think?
I wasn't impressed.
I already know. Why?
Let me not say I wasn't impressed. It was a decent battle. It was decent. Like, the dude St. Mike starting out his first round, I was kind of like, what am I watching? Because let me tell y'all about Monster, right? So he sends us these battles every week for us to watch. Mm-hmm. So we already had stuff set up to watch. Then I get this text, emergency watch. Yeah. I'm thinking it's about to be crazy. Like, I'm thinking it's about to be a crazy battle. Like, when you text all caps, emergency.
That's right, it was all caps.
The first thing I saw was emergency. I'm like, oh, is he hiding that? Like, that's what I'm thinking, something wrong with you. Then you like, watch St. Mike. I'm like, all right, it better be good. Because of the text you sent. So I'm thinking that it's going to live up to this text.
I mean, it did live up to the text. That's why I did it.
It did.
First of all, it was, I think it had hella potential. Maybe the emergency that I put behind it, drove your expectations sky high, and then it became a little letdown to it. When I liked it, I loved it because of all the potential that it had.
Definitely potential. Mm-hmm.
Like all the potential that it has, like it had a lot of originality in it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't sounding like every other battle I've been watching. You know what I mean? Like, cause battles start to sound like now.
Starting.
Yeah. Well, I feel you though.
And people's flows and their wordplay and how they break stuff down is all become repetitive.
Exactly. So it was like such a breath of fresh air to see this battle.
Young X, he had originality. Definitely.
All day, like his little southern, you know what I mean?
I'm a
southern draw on it.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for southern accents. Like,
you must have really been fucking with him because he was like tough.
And he had bars and schemes and stuff.
Yeah.
He was doing it, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I ain't gonna film him.
So you could tell that he's gonna evolve into the scheme world, like when he pulled out the paper and the
he went there. That was nice.
With that, like he's gonna evolve into the scheme. He's gonna be like a little daylight or somebody like that. Like he's gonna evolve into having more things like that. I feel.
And his is like a little comical too. Like he had a nice balance of the comedy and with the with the regular bars, aggression type bars too. And like his swagger was crazy. I felt like, it's a dope battle. It's way different than the rest of these battles. And a lot of battles no disrespect of that caliber don't get talked about. You feel me? So I was like, yo, the emergence, we need to talk about this one because I see where they headed.
Yeah, I feel your emergence.
You know what I'm saying? You felt it, right?
It was a good battle. It was worth watching for me, and I watched it late. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I still got to it because
I don't watch back to back most of the times unless it fly over my head and I'm trying to get it. But I got everything. I just watched it like 3-4 times back to back.
The whole battle 3-4 times?
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch it that much, but yeah, I felt it that one time that I watched.
Oh, you?
Nah. I wanted to get some replay on it.
Yeah, it was tough, yo. You need to watch it a couple more times.
Certain things I'll rewound and watch again, but I'm not gonna watch the whole thing all over again.
Yo, and this not the slight Mike, say Mike, but the Young X dude make me want to watch it over and over again. Him, just the way he be doing it, like, you know what I mean? Yo, he's funny, yo. He had punchlines, yo. I was like, yo, fuck man.
I do this bad shit and I make music. Like,
I'm just doing this for the music. That's what I got the vibe from. But still, like, yo, he was actually doing this thing, man. And I felt like this battle right here definitely deserved extra recognition because, like, you know, you hear about the more popular PG peoples right now. You know what I'm saying?
And those battles don't be all that.
Yeah, you be let down with them all the time.
I feel like this one was worth watching. Like,
Exactly. That's my whole point, man.
Yeah.
Like people like, say Mike and Young X and then like a Briz Rothstein and Show Off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these battles of the, like the newfound PGs, like they giving me more energy. Like they give me the energy to keep going, man. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna mess with, my Ty Laws and, Danny Myers and all them too. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, no doubt. He sent you a little hello. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and Charlie Clips sent you a little hello too. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to know where you was at.
I had to skedaddle.
Yeah, I already know. But yo, back to the bars though, yo. So G, tell me what you thought about overall, the battle itself.
I think I was interjecting all along as y'all was talking.
No, I mean, but I want to get it broken down. I'm coming back to her because just because she said she wasn't impressed doesn't mean she told me enough.
Overall, I wasn't impressed. Certain things I was impressed with.
Right. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get G first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought Saint Mike started first, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He came out hard. You know what I mean? I thought he was good. And now for line and stuff like that, just like you, I'm not going. And plus the amount of time I watched it, I can't give him with line for line, but he started off good, and I was like, oh, I could feel your emergency quote on the text because I'm like, oh, this dude good. This other cat must be even more dope because, you know what I mean? Then X started rocking. I'm like, oh, it's a good caliber. You know what I mean?
So which one you? In your opinion, like which one would you rock with? Like which one was more towards your cup of tea? I mean, not to say you don't like the other, but which one would lead towards your cup of tea?
Your boy, Young X.
Young X?
Yeah.
And what is it about him that's, your cup of tea?
His presence, his being different. He is straight different. Like he ain't the average like around my way with my accent dude talking about I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And his whole things wasn't all just about how he chopping the dude up and doing this, that, and the other. He had schemes and he was hot.
Yo, his punchlines, like he had unorthodox punchlines too. Like so, I like unorthodox punchlines, like the weird looking punch, not the average punchlines. So he had a lot of unorthodox punchlines. So I was definitely fucking with that too, man. Word up, yo. So
it was real entertaining. You know what I mean? But I'm fucking with Young X if it was a decision. You know what I mean?
X?
Yeah.
True. So what do you think about the two dudes?
I think that's gonna be an unanimous Young X. I don't think about much. I like the other dude too. I thought he was different. And then, when he first started and they showed Nebraska up there, I was like, what's about to happen?
And he was kind of hard for what my thought of Nebraska too, because he mentioned you think it's all corn and vegetables and all this. It's like he wind up with a line talking about this green giant right here. Like, you know what I mean?
What I do know is that, like, you know, those states that way, you know, Arizona, like anything over that way in the middle of the country towards the western part of the country, towards Pacific time, they go in over
it don't mean ain't nothing going on around this way, you know what I mean?
They cling on the battle rap, you know, probably harder than we do.
But,
you know what I mean?
But old boy hit it like, isn't that the state where dude from where Belly was like, I'm gonna drop it down with this nigga.
Yeah, he killed it. That was dope scheme punchline, yo, for real though.
I like the way Young X kind of ended it, like talking about how he ain't say old boy name the whole time, which he did. I was like, he ended it tough. Like he,
I ain't got a scheme with your name.
Right, like who is he? Like this whole battle ain't say your name. Like don't nobody know you. I mean, even though nobody know either one of them, but I like the way he ended. I felt like that was a strong end to kind of solidify his win for me.
I feel you though. So if you had to go with a person's style or, you know, aura, it would be Young X. Yeah, I guess it is unanimous, and that's not to take away from Saint Mike. I think he was dope.
That's what I said.
But I like the originality, like I said, from Young X. You know what I mean? It was original for me to be hearing.
Right? Maybe 2-1. But
which round would you give the?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I don't like this 3-0ing people out. I hate 3-0ing people. So I'm sitting here trying to think. It might have been the second. It might have been because
the first round where I wanted to cut you off. The first round for Saint Mike, being that he had that whole corn and
that's the. So that was the first round.
That's the round I'm giving.
I give him the first. The green giant and all that.
Are we all on the same page?
That'll be a first. No, not really. We're not actually on the same page all the way because you weren't impressed. And
I wasn't all the way impressed.
No, man, and we were pretty impressed. I was very impressed because I think it was a dope battle. I think this is one of the best PG battles I've seen in a while. Not to take away from all the rest of the PG battles I've seen, but it just was so much more refreshing. It wasn't overly aggressive, you know what I mean? But they was making you feel them. Everything. Look, I salute both of them.
They both had performance, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
They both did.
You know what I mean? And I'm out here to let people know about the dope battles, man, and definitely the up and rising people as well, man. But I don't know. I feel that one, yo, that jump was tough. I like the way Young X, I don't know if I said it already, I like the way Young X, you know, he came in and he kind of started, I didn't know what to expect, so he came in a little slow to me because like, well in my head I guess because I'm listening, like, you know, I'm partying, I got the crickets going on because I want to see, what's his angle, you know what I mean? Because, you know, with Mike, what is it saying? Mike, he kind of come in, you know what you get as soon as he come in, really. Like he got his style. But with him, he slow rolls and he start talking. He got his, you know, southern accent. You know what I mean? So I was like, I mean, what he gonna say? What he doing? It's gonna be all jokes, or he gonna be trying to like, what is he gonna do here? Nah, but he definitely came in. He did his thing, man.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? I definitely fucked with that, yo. So I'm just gonna salute both of them on that joint. Know what I mean? They both did their thing, definitely. I guess to move on to the next order is
before you move on,
what?
Right? Who would you want to see one of them battle like out of the existing PGs that we already know? Oh, and that's something else I had to say too. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. As far as I hope they're not going to be disrespected by this, but they would actually have to get a little better still.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? They would definitely have to get a little more well-rounded.
So you want to put them against?
I mean, I could tell you who I foresee the future, like who they could potentially do it if they get a little more well-rounded. Like, for instance.
Rocking with the Bar Critic Show on Non-Fiction Radio. Gotta love it. Yeah. You now rocking with the best. You know it's way better than the rest. Repeat that and say it with your chest. Broadway, you know I got the crazy flow. And I brought the bars to the Bar Critic Show on non-fiction radio. You gotta love it. How we going straight to the top, nothing above it. I'm a monster, so of course shout out the monster. Every track I hop on, yeah, I go bonkers. My flow.